In this video today, guys, I'm dropping the build of all builds. My 6'11 ISO monster build is the best build in NBA 2K26, and it's one of the most fun. You guys are going to be dribbling and putting people to the floor just like that. I mean, we're talking Kevin Durant, but we're not just talking Kevin Durant. We're talking Kevin Durant on goddamn steroids, okay? This is what this build is. It is just ridiculous. And I'm going to be dropping all the animations, the dunks, the dribble moves, the jump shot, everything for this build you guys could possibly want to make this build as elite as you could possibly make it. So make sure you guys watch this whole video through, because this build is truly one of the most fun and best builds I've played on all year. And it's not meta. Finally, Chad Benz dropping a non-meta build. But as you can see, it's called a shot erasing mid-paint maestro, and that's just not all it can do. It can literally do everything. Look at the badges. I mean, hello, legend Deadeye, set shot, and shift you, and pogo stick, with gold box out beast, gold dimer, gold high flying denier, gold lightning launch, gold posterizer. This is elite, and it's 6'11". What build at 6'11 are getting the badges I have right here? This is ridiculous. But before we get into this video, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys drop a like, hit the sub button, because this build is truly going to change your lives, and it'll make this experience, 2K26 experience, so much more fun for you. And this build is literally insane, and we are almost at 100K. So like I said, hit the like and sub button if you guys have not. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'm so excited to bring you guys this build, because you guys are going to love it. But like I said, I'm going to start with the SIGS, and I'm going to start with the jump shot as well for my 6'11 builds, and I'm going to be dropping different cap breaker amounts. I'm going to drop my cap breaker version, which is 20, and I'm gonna drop a 10 cap breaker version and a 5 cap breaker version. So no matter what amount of cap breakers you guys have, you guys are gonna get the right build for yourself. And if you have any different amount, just let me know in the comments below. If you have like 12, just let me know, and I'll try to adjust it for you guys and suggest what I would do. But these 10 and 5 cap breakers should help you out a lot. And I'll even show you my takeover as well. So we're going to start with the SIGs, like I said. Here are the SIGs for my 6'11". I'm going to move my sub count real quick, but I'm going to tell you guys the ones you guys really need. And the dribble style Giannis is obviously insane. Signature size up Kevin Durant is really, really good, but the ones you really are going to want is escape moves, Kevin Durant, crossover Giannis. That one is insane. You might need starter 4 for it, so make sure you guys can start 4 as fast as you can, but the Giannis crossover is ridiculous. It's free dunks every single time. Behind the back pro, hesitation Kevin Durant, and step back pro. Those are the most important dribble moves you guys can have for this build. It's going to make you move basically like a 6'8". My dunk packages are pretty simple. I forgot to put my reverses on, so I'm putting it on now. This reverse right here, this reverse right here as well, and then literally just these standing dunks. I'm doing a face cam real quick. These standing dunks for you guys, and then I use LeBron and Victor Wembanyama. This is the best dunks in the game. Is all the ones I use for my 6'11". You guys can be ISO crazy with these dunks. They're really, really good. Now here's my jump shot. I use Michael Porter Jr. base. You guys can also use Jonathan Isaac if you like, but I've been using Michael Porter Jr., Baluba, and Chris Bosh, and obviously 4-4 speed, 80% Baluba. But look at the stats on a 6'11" build. A+, defensive immunity, and release speed with a A- release height, and you're a 6'11". So release height, I barely get contested. I can play. You guys are gonna see. I'm gonna show gameplay of this build. I literally play ISO, and I also play on screens. So when I play on screens, I just shoot fades, and they cannot contest me because the release height is so high. Timing stability to C is really, really good for a 6'11", and I use 6 ticks to the left of release if you guys want it. But if you guys, like I said earlier, you guys can use also Jonathan Isaac base, which is also a really good base for 6'11" centers. But now let's get into this gameplay. It is just disgusting. Also, I forgot to mention pull-up, drill pull-up. Paolo Banchero is literally insane. Go-to shot Kevin Durant, and motion style I use Drew Eubanks. In this gameplay, game number 1 is against Zenners, and then game number 2 is you guys are going to see me using screens. You can see me use ISO in this build, and you guys can see me use screens as well. But game number 1 is going to be ISO against Zenners, and then game 2 you'll see me using screens. It's just ridiculous. Let's get into this gameplay. Alright, and this is my first game on this 6'11", on God. So as you can see, we were down 11-0, but we were playing a cheater. He took a horrible shot there. But look, we were down 11-0, right? And I had no idea how this was going to go. It's literally my first game, and you guys are going to see the dominance that this build displays. It is straight ISO, straight. I mean, you can use screens, like I said, but this game is straight ISO. I mean, I'm an animal, right? Look at this. I mean, I look like a normal 6'8". Like, I look like a 6'8" guard, spamming the dribble moves. Look at me laughing in the top left. I just think it's hilarious. Like, 6'11" should not be able to move like this. Another ISO, literally first game. Oh my God, triple snatchback? You feel me, though? That is tough. That is tough. I'm literally dying laughing in the top left. I just realized what I just made. I didn't really realize what I made until I started playing on it, obviously. It looked good, but we had to try it for itself. They switched. Oh, geez. And the backdoor cut is there because we have a 90 standing dunk. There's simply not an offensive flaw in this build, and the defense is still really, really good. This build, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I know you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at it. I mean, it is the most overpowered center build I've ever seen. I think in 2K history, to be honest with you. Triple snatchback, Giannis cross into a contact dunk. I mean, wow. Against a cheater named Netball. I mean, this dude was just no dipping his ass off, bro. And then we got another snatchback. Snatchback. Thank you. And uncontestable, like I said earlier, he's too tall to be contested. It's insane. You get one step on anybody, and if you like rhythm a fade with the fade I'm going to give you guys in this video, you guys are going to see it is pure dominance. Standing dunk. Hey, contact standing dunk while I'm at it. Thank you. 6 for 6 early on. I mean, this game just started. I'm 6 for 6 instantly, pretty much. Now, once you have heat check on this build too, it's basically over. Like, he's too short. That's wide open every single time you rhythm that is green. It could simply do anything. The only really chance you have is just spam reaches and hope you get one. But, like, if you don't get one, just say goodbye. Oh, my God. Dude, that is elite on a 6'11". That is literally elite. And then double Kevin Durant. Oh, my God. Dude, that is crazy. Look at me laughing, bro. That is literally crazy. I had to clip that, bro. The movement on this 6'11" is nothing like I've ever seen on a center build. I've never seen anything like it. It's actually so much fun, and it's one of the best builds in the game. Like I said, main word, fun. And I'm literally getting double teams, game over, just like that. First game I ever played on this build, 9 for 9. And now we're going to get into the screens part of it. I'm going to set some screens you guys are going to be able to see. You can play with the inside as well. New 6'11" I made. But now I can't hear you. But it could be. Appreciate you, Sonja. Bro, the only reason it looks insane, or like looks like I have like 6'11", yeah. Yeah, I bet you this will be good on ones. I could. Alright, and we are, like I said, I'm just going to show you guys my 20 cap breaker version first, and I'm adjusted for 10 and 5, sorry. If you guys have any other amount, let me know in the comments. But this is my best center build of all time. I literally think it's the best center build of all time. What you want to do is 6'11" power forward, 6'11" wingspan, and a 213 weight to get a 68 speed of ball, which will give you lightning launch on bronze. So I have 20 cap breakers, and I will start with my build, obviously. So I'm going to go to, off rip, I'm going to go to a 90 midi. And then 3 of my cap breakers are going to go on my mid-range to get set shot on Hall of Fame. And obviously I'm going to use shooting specialization, which is what I choose in this build, to +1 it to get set shot on legend. 3-pointer, we're going to go to an 80. And what that's going to give us is the ability to put 5 cap breakers on it, and it's going to go up +2 each time. So you're going to have a 93 ball with a 93 midi. So that's 8 of my cap breakers used right there. 3 on midi, 5 on 3-pointer, and that allows me to get deep bomber takeover, which is just insane on a 6'11". Now, basically, the rest of this build is maxed. Every stat you guys see, everything I'm going to show you is about to be basically maxed out. I'm not even trolling. Max out the driving dunk to an 87, and the standing dunk is going to go to a 90, so that's not quote-unquote max, but damn near. Speed with ball, we're going to max, oh, that's also it for the finishing, sorry. But that's finishing is insane, obviously. Speed with ball, we're going to max it, and then 3 of our cap breakers is going to go on ball handle, and that's going to bring it up to a 75. Each time it goes up +4, so +12 is going to a 75. So 3 cap breakers there. In the pass sack, we're going to bring up to an 85, and then 1 of our cap breakers goes there to +2 that to get break starter on gold. So the cap breakers so far are 1 on pass sack, 3 on ball handle, that's 4, 3 on midi, that is 7, sorry, I'm bad at math, and 5 on 3-pointer, and that is 12. So I still have 8 cap breakers left, and I basically have playmaking, finishing, and shooting just maxed out. Defense, obviously the block, we're going to go high as we possibly can. 88, obviously we can get a 90, but it's not worth it because you don't get any badges. So we're going to go 88 block and 70 interior to get paint patroller on silver. And then this is where it gets really interesting. I still have 8 cap breakers left, and we're going to put 4 on steel and perimeter. The steel I got to bring up to a 44, and if I put 4 on it now, it's going to go up to a 67, which will give me bronze glove and interceptor. And then my perimeter I'm going to bring up to a 50. And then I'm going to put 4 cap breakers on that as well, which brings it up to, let's see, a 72, which allows me to get challenger and a movable enforcer on silver. So I'm going to have good perimeter badges, challenger, and movable enforcer, and glove interceptor with just 8 cap breakers. So that's all my 20. 4 on perimeter, 4 on steel, 3 on ball handle, that's 11, 5 on 3-pointer, that's 16, 3 on MIDI, that's 19, and 1 on pass sack. Basically, everything on this build is max. Am I tripping? And it only gets better from here. Max defensive rebound, 76 O board, basically maxed. Max speed, max agility, max strength, and max vertical. Now tell me this isn't the best center build you've ever seen in your life. The only important stats that are not fully maxed is O board. I have a 76 instead of an 80. His block, I have an 88 instead of a 90. His interior, I have a 70 instead of 89, but I don't need an 89 interior, that's overkill. It's 87 pass sack instead of 99, but I'm not getting 99 pass sack, that makes no sense. I'll have a 93 MIDI instead of a 94, oh no. I'm gonna have a 93 pointer instead of a 91, and then the driving dunk is basically max. This build is literally basically max. And I'll show you guys the final looking version of it with all the cap breakers after I show you guys the lower cap breaker versions, but you guys are gonna see the badge perks and the takeover I use as well. This build, when it's finally like at its full potential, is ridiculous, but let me adjust it for the 10 cap breaker version now. So for the 10 cap breaker version, I adjusted it just a little bit. So what I did is I brought my standing dunk from a 90 to an 81. You're still gonna get rise up, and you can still use your +1s and +2s on that, and 81 is still gonna work really, really well with the 87 driving dunk and the 90 vert. So don't worry about the 81 standing dunk. But what I did was I made the perimeter defense a 72. That way you can get obviously all the defensive badges that you guys want. The steal is going to be low. You're just going to have to deal with it. You can put the rest on this if you want. It doesn't matter. But the 10 cap breakers now, and I went up +1 on MIDI. So the 10 cap breakers now, we're going to go 2 on MIDI to get that 93 set shot Hall of Fame. 5 on 3-pointer, that is 7, and you're going to have a 93 pointer. And 3 on ball handle to get the 75. So your 10 cap breakers, 3 on ball handle, 2 on MIDI, and 5 on 3-pointer. And then basically the physicals are still maxed, the rebounding's still maxed, the defense basically maxed outside of steal, the playmaking's maxed, the shooting's maxed, and then the only thing you lose is a 90 to 81 standing dunk. Now I'm going to adjust it for 5 cap breakers. This can be a little tougher, but I'm gonna do my best. I mean, I found it. This build is still just unbelievably ridiculous. So what I lost is I went lower on my steal, I went lower on my O board, and I went lower on my vertical, but it's still really, really good. I went down 1 on my MIDI, but now all your 5 cap breakers are going to do is +3 on MIDI and 2 on 3-pointer, and this build is still unbelievable. Holy. The pass sack I went down to 84 because you don't need bailout, whatever. But this is insane. You're still going to have the max finishing damn near outside of the standing dunk. You're still going to have the same exact shooting stats as me. You're going to have the same exact playmaking, same exact rebounding, except, I mean, a little bit less offensive rebounds, 2 less vertical, and then just no steal. This is unbelievable. It is still really good with 5 cap breakers, and I just put you guys on. I cannot believe I found this. I mean, could we just look at this build for a second? The shades, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, and Chris Webber, and the strengths elevates straight up for slams, efficient mid-range score, elite timing on blocks, consistent threat above the rim. I mean, the weaknesses, the steal, my steal will go up with the cap breaker, and post attempts like anyone cares, but it is just unbelievable. So those are my different amount of cap breaker versions for you guys in this video. I just think I cooked crazy. So you guys can still make this no matter what amount of cap breakers you guys have. It is still ridiculous. And I'm gonna show you guys my final form, obviously, on this build, and I'm gonna show you guys my badge perks and my takeover that I use. But this is it. I mean, this is the build that I use, and it's just unbelievable. Look, as you can see, there's no flaws. I have the perimeter, I have the steal, I have the dribbling, the pass sack, the shooting, the dunking, the rebounding, all max physicals. This is literally Kevin Durant on crack. And the badge perks that I use for this build is right here. So I'm going to use all my shooting specializations, what I choose on shifty and set shot, and then +2 on dead eye. So I have every single shooting badge on legend. +2 my lightning launch, +1 my handles for days. That way I can dribble well, and then the rest is just rebounding, posterizer. It's just, this is crazy. I'm going to switch this actually to rebound chaser and lead interceptor. But these are my badge perks, and they're truly, truly unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. High flying denier on Hall of Fame. I mean, wow. But this is the best offensive center I've ever seen in my life, and this is the takeover that I use. You guys know me. I use deep bomber and sharp. I have 2 different ones, but as you can see, it's just the speed whip ball, bro. The speed whip ball is just, I have 83 speed whip ball when I get a max on a 6'11" ISO demon, and I literally just spam the escape, the snatchback, and you can just spam the snatchback and this, and then you get the Giannis cross, and it's just free dunks every single time. You can spam with snatchbacks like you guys saw in my gameplay earlier. You just hit him with this, and then a little Paolo Banchero rhythm fade. That shit is unguardable, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This whole build is unguardable. Everything about it is unguardable, and you guys are gonna have so much fun playing on it, and I just put you guys on. But that is it for the video, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please make this build, because it's one of the most fun builds I've played on all year. I'll be playing with it tonight on stream at midnight Eastern, around that time. So make sure you guys check out that. But if you guys have not hit the like and sub button, make sure you guys do that. We're about to hit 99K. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Everyone say goodbye to Dolly. Goodbye, Dolly. But I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great one, and I am out. Peace.